And we're live and driving, all at the same time. All right, welcome. Thanks for coming back. This is your host, Rovin Doug of the Friday Morning Commute. Glowing just a little bit. You gotta love sunlight and the effect it can give on everything, especially the golden happy hour. So, this week we're going to talk Xur, some of the changes to his mechanics from what I remember of the weekly patch. Oh, what else? We'll also talk about some of what I've played in Destiny, the Taken King. That's been awesome. Gotten into some good game time in, and I've really enjoyed it. No storyline yet, but we'll get to that a little bit later. And then tangents as they arise because, well, let's face it, I find rabbit holes, I go down said rabbit holes. That's who I am. So, first things first, we're going to talk about Xur, because it's Xur's Day. So this is week 2 of year 2. Year 1 was awesome. Xur was a communal ground of salt or praise, mostly salt. It'll be interesting to see what all Xur sells over the next few weeks. This week, he's got a special legacy engram. So last week you'll know that he had a heavy legacy engram. And so the legacy engrams, for those of you who aren't aware yet, are designed to give you a legacy, a year 1 exotic. So for the collectors, those who want to collect, have a full year 1 board on the exotics board, that's what they're for. Now, as for year 2 exotics, Xur is selling the Wings of Ruin for Titans, which is an intellect strength mix, if I remember correctly. You have the Grasps of that Ahamakara. I believe I'm saying that right. And that one's a full strength roll and looks decent. And then for Warlocks, he's got the Light Beyond Nemesis. And I believe that is the Quick Revive Helm. Now, and if it is, if I'm not, completely mistaken, then the nice thing about it is that for year 2 exotics, the primary perk that you would have built towards for year 1, since Light Beyond Nemesis was in year 1, the primary perk that you're building towards is pretty much automatically active. So the whole Quick Revive that you would have had to level to, I believe, is going to be immediately active once you buy it. If I get on this weekend, if I get any time this weekend, I will hopefully be able to verify with some of the strange coins that I've got that this is correct and accurate. And if it is, then I've got a Quick Revive Helm for an exotic, and that's awesome! Still need to get to level 40. I'm almost there. I'm like 38 and 3/4, if not level 39. So, I'll get there soon. Let's see. Then, he's also selling Hawkmoon Year 2 Edition. So, for all the PlayStation, Xbox users who, PlayStation users have been using Hawkmoon for a while, they can pick it up. All the PlayStation users who have been using it in year 1 can get the year 2 variant, if they hadn't already, with legendary marks, since it would have been in their exotic blueprints. And then the Xbox users who may or may not have gotten it through the Veterans or me, can pick it up and feel free to enjoy it at its leisure. So now we're going to talk about the change to Xur's 3 of Coins. Let me set the stage for you. It's a new year. It's a new weekend. Xur arrives, week 1 of year 2, selling these strange curios, the 3 of Coins. Guardians immediately snatch them up by the handfuls, throwing hundreds and hundreds of strange coins at Xur's tentacly face in order to get these 3 of Coins. Suddenly, they run to the Gate Lord. They run to kill him, and then kill themselves. Rinse, repeat. AKA, it's become exotic farming for an entire week. And a fairly good exotic farming. One of the other DoD Uprising members, X-Ray 441, made a comment on his scope that he was seeing about a 30% rate of return. So 30% of the time when he used a 3 coin, he was actually retrieving back an exotic engram. And that was, a pretty good return on those 3 coins. So Bungie immediately realized this was broken. Super broken. But instead of letting it stay broken, they immediately got to work, created a patch for it, and it was one of the things that got downloaded yesterday, was the patch for this. And it changes the mechanics a little bit. If you use it in quick succession, the increased odds of getting an exotic engram are lessened. But if you let it some time elapse, and I don't know what the time limit is, maybe it's 10 minutes, maybe it's 5 minutes. It'd be interesting as a software developer myself to know a little bit of how that mechanic works. Alas, I don't have access to the code base, so I don't know. So that's one way, and then they were making some changes to bosses and strike bosses and so on and so forth. Well, it'll be interesting to see if they've made any adjustment to how, that sun is bright over there, any adjustment to how bosses are counted towards dropping engrams. If it changes from can't be a story mission boss, it's now a strike boss and up, or something like that. Anything ultra. But to be honest, the ultras are fairly common if you know where to look. They're at the very end of most missions. They're, depending on the mission, really easy to do and to destroy. However, that's my experience with Year 1. Like I said previously, I've got no experience for Year 2. None story mission-wise. And that's so I'm being extremely hard-headed in saying this, and difficult to my friends who are like, but we want to run the story with you now. We want a solar hammer, fire hammer. And I can understand, because I want the Stormcaller. Oh, do I ever want the Stormcaller? However, I made a decision. I'm going to stick by it. And my decision is I want to run the story for the Taken King on hard mode. I'm not going to worry about easy mode or normal mode for my characters. At least not my Warlock. The other characters I don't mind running easy. My first time through, I want it to be hard. I want to experience the difficulty. So that's requiring me to run patrols and run bounties and quests. Thankfully, engrams are dropping quite frequently. And as you exchange these engrams, there's a mechanic where you can go and equip the new item you have, even if you're not going to use it, in order to boost your light level. And by boosting your light level, you increase the odds that your items are going to be at or above your light level when they drop. I was just waving to a coworker driving by around where he lives, and I saw him pulling onto the street. A lot of fun. Now, with that being said, I don't know how long they're going to let this run. It makes sense, though. I mean, yes, it's a slight abuse to the system, but if you don't aid gamers, or aid players, in making their way through this light level progression. You know, there can be times whenever they're not, the RNG is just not good. You're just not getting the really good gear to bump you up. However, once you have the good gear, then you do jump, and that's, you know, it helps. So, we shall see, we shall see. I'm really excited for year 2. I don't know if you can understand how excited I am. The potential for this game, you know, I will preface this by saying I've only had since May 6th to play year 1, and I've only really gotten to the in-game content of year 1 within the last 6 weeks. I could almost tell you exactly whenever I did hard mode Crota, because it was right after I joined the Dads of Destiny Raiders clan on the Xbox 360. That's when I did hard mode Crota, that's when I did hard mode Atheon. They helped me get hard mode Skolas. He is hard mode. So, I mean, it's really, I've been playing for 4 months, really done in-game content for 6 months, or 6 weeks, and even I can tell a change between the year 1 content and some of the mechanics of it, and the year 2 content. The change to light level and leveling makes 100% sense. I can kind of understand what they were going for with the previous, but it, you know, due to the nature of random number generation, it can bite you in the butt, and it was biting everyone in the butt. So that's where the difficulty came in. And so I'm excited about year 2. I'm excited to run the story. Oh my goodness, it has been so hard to avoid spoilers and to not watch the Twitch streamers I usually watch. It has been so difficult, but it'll be good. I'm excited to run the story. I'm at about 190. I guess if I get the Light Beyond Nemesis, that, and I hit level 40, that should bump me to 220-ish, I think. And then from there, only 20 more levels till I can do start the story. Hopefully I can hit there soon. My streaming schedule has been a little off. My wife has been sick and hit with all sorts of ailments over the last month, from uncontrollable muscle spasms to kidney stones and just sickness all around. So, my coworker, he's a cool guy, I like him, also a software developer. So, it's been hard, and she wants to spend time with me, and I want to spend time with her, but I also need my video games. So, we're still working through that, but it's a good thing. I like it. I love her. She is awesome. So, hopefully I get to play this weekend, at least enough to get the Light Beyond Nemesis. That will help in getting towards level 240, light level 240. I almost said level 60. Such a scrub. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the Friday Morning Commute. If you're interested in seeing me in other places on the interwebs, give me a follow here. You can also give me a follow on Twitter. Same username, @RovenDoug. You can follow me on YouTube, where an archived version of this vlog will be posted here shortly. youtube.com/user/RovenDoug or something like that. You can search RovenDoug. I'm the person with the long hair and the blue and green lights going up there. Love that picture. And then you can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RovenDoug. And I'll see you later, guys. Bye.